Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
Supposed to win this shit.
First pitch coming your way next.
Come on.
And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Kyle Leahy. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Just about to get started. Bryce Johnson digs in now. Back up the middle and a base hit. Runner aboard to start the inning.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
First offering, runner goes. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. Missed with a changeup, and a count 2-1. Next offering is down low. Xander Bogaerts in the San Diego on deck circle. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. The relay safe, and they take the lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So no one on after the sac fly. Xander Bogaerts will hit next.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Bogaerts getting to start at shortstop, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Aruba.
Aruba, vamos
the 1-0. On the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, they're going to have to work around that error.
Hit hard, base hit.
Vamos.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
At the plate, Jackson Merrill in the air to left center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Batting 6th, second base.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Two on, two outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that'll do it.
Serious, yeah.
One run in the inning, but they leave two. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Padres 1 and the Cardinals nothing. You're watching Padres baseball on the show, San Diego.
Yeah.
We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Griffin Canning. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
That one ripped, but foul. Nootbaar matched a homer in his last game. That one missing inside. The next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Liner caught at second.
Batting third.
Here's a Cardinals lineup now. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Mason Wynn.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Ivan Herrera in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there are 2 down.
Batting fifth, center fielder,
Mira.
Victor Scott the second.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Ball 1.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fought off foul.
Va, sul punce, va.
And a 1-2.
Ball 2.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Qua, mio ambo.
So the Cards strand a couple, and it remains 1-0.
Lain ke masker ya, Bang. Spur. Rami.
Back here in St.
Leading off for
Louis,
San
new
Diego,
inning getting
first
started.
baseman,
Here's Nicholas
Nick
Castellanos.
Come on, Nick. Can do this.
Ball one, no strikes. Castellanos launched a pair of homers in his last game. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. One away.
Ei se kuin kiitos.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Ramon.
No.
And the 1-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately.
Laureano on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Coming home. And they lead by 2.
Ready.
Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Ready, Right, Bryce, Bang.
Ball 1.
Bong.
This one in the air, center field. Scott on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Padres,
Kunin
right
ko mas,
fielder,
Bang.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Pantati, RBI. Warhu bala.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. Out towards right center field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. In to score from third. And they take a 3-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
RBI.
Just missed.
Va.
No, inside.
Guarda pure, va. Cuore.
On the
Bottão, boh.
Fires to
Ore
first on the
Sander.
run. Nicely done for the out.
Fuck, man.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 3 and the Cardinals nothing. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That's a ball.
Malo só, malo.
And that misses. And it's 3-0.
Can be a strike, right? No. Okay.
That one misses.
Take
So
your
a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2
right
balls and no
fielder,
strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new
Sure.
batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
This one in the air. Machado. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, second baseman, JJ.
1 out man at first.
Weatherhold.
Here's the second baseman, JJ Weatherhold.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
No.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one misses. And
Oh,
the count
what
now
the
2-0.
fuck, man.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Wynn, the base runner at first with 1 out. Grounder might be 2. On to Cronenworth. Throw to first. Safe.
He made it safe.
Batting 9th,
Yeah.
catcher, Joel Bozo.
Poço.
Just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
No chance, no chance. Okay, 2-0.
Man at second. And a foul
Bro,
ball. He
what?
stays alive.
No fucking way.
Got him swinging
Vai
for
sim,
the
pessoal.
strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back.
Leading
Who
off for
doesn't
the
love a
Padres,
rubber match,
third
Siggy? This
baseman,
game is
Manny
big for
Machado.
both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Oh, money. 3 innings, 3 runs. Vamos.
In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Chris, when you
Ball
take in a
inside.
stadium, I think one of the things that I always contemplate is, where are you? And in St. Louis, Busch Stadium, you know exactly where you are with the arch in the background. They mow it into the lawn. The Gateway Arch basically goes from line to line and out towards center field, and then the retired numbers, the championship banners. I mean, it really shows off the history of this proud franchise.
Yeah, Boog, and this city is always just covered in red, especially during the baseball season. But they've added that ballpark village out there in left center field. Very accessible to come into this city, stay downtown.
Runner takes off, pitch
Outside.
misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. Pitch
Ball
inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Bang bra. Pop fly bang.
Here's a 2-0. Fouled off left side.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Bouncer to second. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Nick
Wow.
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's 0 for 1.
Home run Nick bang.
Fastball is outside.
Se kuki med mig vid det säkert går bang.
This one in the air right field.
Push on ball.
And an
Brand new double.
automatic
We got
double
time.
as it
I mean-
hops the fence.
Up next
That
for
was
the
loud
Padres,
contact and a
left
no
fielder,
doubt
Ramon
double off the
Laureano.
bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
I said I would get it out of here. Vamos Ramon. Vos aqui home run bang.
Worm burner into the
Duchamp.
outfield for a knock.
Red the Nick,
Castellanos on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single,
Vamos lá.
and it's 5-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Clearly
Very
not
good
content
ball.
with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Up.
Laureano stands at second with 2 gone.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The 1-1. Runner goes again. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 5 and the Cardinals nothing. You're watching Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Back at the ballpark,
Leading off
and
for
in this
St.
series,
Louis,
it has been
left
ugly
fielder,
on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Nootbaar.
No, off
Nobody
the
on
plate.
his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 5-1. And in its second with an RBI double.
As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit.
No, that's a ball.
Oppi malo kaikki tyyrässä. Oppi malo mess.
Line drive, and this one looks like trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. 3-run game, it's 5-2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Acabou-me soro só.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Griffin Canning is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Jason Adams. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that one handled. Slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Scott in the box now, takes strike one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Runner from third in to score. And they cut the lead to 2. And he's got an RBI triple.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. One away with a runner at third here in the third and final game of the series.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That's off the mark. Ball 2. And a swing and a miss. Two away down.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here in St. Louis, start of the fourth.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
That one out to right. Church takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Tranquilo. Así tira bomba en May.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Padres, shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
Come on, Xander.
Into center and a base hit.
Go on, boy.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Padres.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate.
Cool.
Here's Manny Machado. There goes the runner. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. If you get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. And Manny gets a piece. Time called. The 0-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Scott makes his way towards it. Makes the catch. Inning over. 1 left for San Diego. They lead at 5-4. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt.
J.J. Weatherholt.
On the ground to the
That's
left.
foul.
And that's just foul.
You know, these Cards really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside. So if they're
Pure
looking to
Peter non
feast, are
tirando
you saying they've
cazzo,
already got a
serio.
plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Goes
Vai
down
cinta,
looking.
Vai cinta, vai
Weatherholt
cinta.
wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
This one in the air right field. And
That's
a foul ball. On the ground right side, Cronenworth tosses to first. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Lars.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball two. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still two challenges left for them.
Tu medem body, di puta.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him looking. That's the third out. Inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it 5-4.
Now pitching.
Gordon Graceffo into the game.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Leading off for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Bota o Jack, vamos. Tranquilo.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Tap back to the mound to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
To the right side, Weatherholt throws to first in time, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Nick
Two down, bases empty. Nick Castellanos, the next up for the Padres, 1 for 2.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Swing and a ball line to center, and he'll play it on a bounce. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder Ramon Laureano.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Save.
Let's go. Come on, betul baik.
Now he steps out of the box as
betul
he
baik,
asks
saya
for
keluar dari
time.
bang.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. And a 1-1. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Padres leave one as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
Ball. Ball
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next
Good slider
for the
inside right there.
Cardinals,
Batter
designated
fighting to
hitter,
get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Ivan Herrera.
That one lifted to left. Laureano settles underneath it. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
Gorman.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 5 and the Cardinals 4. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Freddie Fermin digs in now.
Catcher Freddie Fermin.
Inside.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Jojo Romero, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fitz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Ma neanche tira come meno se si va.
On a line. And there's one away.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Bryce Johnson.
On
the line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
È un cocori.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner on the goal. Throw to second. Save.
Vai roba. Tercera, trove. Pocket. Why not?
Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. He's in there.
Yes. Amo tati. Makanya bas berbola tangga si bukan.
Time called now.
Gana lolo si bang.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Now a fly ball to right center. Church should have this one. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The relay to the plate. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gordon Graceffo will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Richard Fitz takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So no one on after the sac fly.
Sander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 3. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Padres.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Bogaerts on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second, and he's safe. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone.
Woo!
Manny Machado the opposite way. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 8-4.
Quami, mano. Mostra botaça.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Woo!
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now an 8-4 score. Welcome back to this rubber match. A bit of a blowout at this point, but plenty of game left.
Comeback story on tap. Everyone loves some drama down the stretch. You win this one, you leave the park feeling like you accomplished something special.
That's out to center field. Merrill settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Hurry. Ball one. Ball two.
The Cards down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets under it and pops it up. And that's a foul ball. Two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next
Ball
offering
three.
misses, and that's ball 3. Hit on the ground to short. Fires in
You're out.
time.
Let's go.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Nathan Church.
2 out, space is empty. Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals. Close, but
ball.
called a ball. Ball 1.
Possible to be just out. That's a strike. Fucking hell. Bah. Ponte vai aqui.
No, outside.
Madre.
Backed off the plate that time. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run. It's
him, that's an
there,
out.
and that's a great play. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Back here at Busch
Leading
Stadium,
off for the
they put
Padres,
themselves out in
second
front with a
baseman,
nice
Jake
display at the
Cronenworth.
plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
On the ground, right side, Weatherholt.
Bro, open malo só.
Tosses
Open
to
malo.
first. One
Open
pitch and
bola
one
só.
out.
Chill.
Up next for the
What am I
Padres,
doing?
first baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick
What am I fucking
Castellanos, the next up for the Padres.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Out to short, Wynn. Gets it to
That's an out.
first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Vamos, Ramon. Labanan sa ako, utang ko sa kebang.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side,
Foul ball.
and foul ball.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a
Timeout.
0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Vou tirar bola.
No.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. Padres down in order, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt. The Cardinals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Now pitching for San
Randy
Diego.
Vasquez
Number
on the
98,
pitch here.
Randy
And if you dig
Vasquez.
into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats. You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The flip.
Consistently attacking the right pitch is a great way to build confidence as a hitter. You start to think less at the plate the more often it happens, and it can have a snowball effect. And I think that's been the case today with all of the hard contact. There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Vasquez in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Padres leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th.
No,
Really
that's a
good
ball.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Yeah, they get the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Lars.
So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
Here it is. Hit it.
Ball 1.
Swings through that. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see
Gonna be
another.
a strike.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. It's the Padres 8 and the Cardinals 4.